The one more thing announcement at the Ubisoft E3 2019 show was a brand new IP from the Assassin's Creed Odyssey creators called Gods and Monsters, but we only saw a super small teaser trailer. Later on got some screenshots that did give us an idea of what this would be about. And yeah, that February 2020 date, that turned out to be way too ambitious, as we later learned thanks to a big delay. We don't know when this game is coming out, but we did get some interesting updates recently as to what is going on, and actually that the game is not called Gods and Monsters anymore. So in this video I want to go over the latest news. A like would be super appreciated, and let's go. I have started a new July giveaway for a 2020 game of your choice on your platform of choice, and all you need to do is follow the link in the pinned comment for a chance to win. Be sure you are a subscriber of the channel before you enter, and good luck. I will announce the winner of my June giveaway in the upcoming Sunday video. And Gods and Monsters is likely a 2020 game too. Ubisoft wants to launch 3 big titles at the end of this year, including Assassin's Creed Valhalla and likely Watch Dogs Legion as well. So then the other game could either be Rainbow Six Quarantine or Gods and Monsters. But we've seen even less of that Rainbow Six co-op game, so that's why I think that it's likely Gods and Monsters that is planned for this fall. And a leaked release date was actually spotted in the Stadia store, and I will touch on that a little later, because first I want to go back to E3 2019, where we saw Mark Alexis on stage, and I was actually able to interview him after this reveal, and Jonathan Dumont as well, and he was the creative director on Odyssey. And during that interview I learned that the full Odyssey team at Quebec, so like hundreds of people, are working on this new IP. And even other studios from over the world that also helped with Odyssey are now also helping with Gods and Monsters. This game will expand the Greek mythology even more, and we will fight way more famous mythical creatures. Not sure if this is still the case, but last year they noted that the open world should be 8 times the size of London from Syndicate, but of course not as big as Odyssey. And on top of that, we also have the underworlds that you can visit via special doors. It kind of sounded like a dungeon in a Zelda game, and that's overall really the vibe I'm getting. Assassin's Creed Odyssey meets Breath of the Wild, and last year to a select audience at E3 they showed some gameplay from a playable build, and well, a similar or the exact developer build leaked on Stadia. Like, people could download it and play it for a brief moment, and well, that was enough to get some footage out there. Keep in mind, what you're seeing here is more than a year old footage by this point, so the game should have changed drastically. What we can take away from this though is that they clearly used Odyssey as a starting point. Like, it seems to run on the same engine, but they added some Breath of the Wild elements to it, like a stamina meter. We can still climb on everything, just like in Odyssey. Like, really, I would not be surprised if Gods and Monsters turns out to be a spiritual successor to Odyssey, like a more true sequel than a regular AC game would be. Although overall Gods and Monsters should be less of an RPG and should have more platforming elements, and I should not call it Gods and Monsters anymore. Our vision for the game, formerly known as Gods and Monsters, has evolved in surprising ways, which is common when developing exciting new worlds. Ubisoft said to Kotaku when they reported on the leaked developer build. This footage is from our E3 2019 demo, which was shown to select press last June and is now over 1 year old. Much has changed since then in terms of features, tone, art and character design, and even the name of the game. We are hard at work and very excited to finally show players what we have created at the end of the summer. Okay, pretty big. The game should be much different when we see it again. And the demo was, by the way, called Orpheus on the Google Stadia store, but that is the code name, I think, so that will not be the name of the game. And as we discussed in my big Ubisoft Forward predictions video, the end of the summer doesn't mean that July 12th event that Ubisoft has coming up. Ubisoft clarified that end of the summer does not mean the Ubisoft Forward event in July. And this was a response to Kotaku, who actually put on their website that we would see the game again on July 12th. and them like really going out of their way to send this reply likely means that we will not see Gods and Monsters during this event. There is a Stadia event on July 14th. I'm not sure, I think Ubisoft is kind of done with Stadia in combination with this game, but it could be that we see it here again. No, my prediction is that it will be re-revealed during an upcoming Nintendo Direct, somewhere at the end of the summer. Like, end of the summer could be as far as mid-September. And sure, that would be kind of late if they then still want to launch the game this year, but the Mario and Rabbids game also had a very short reveal to release window. And I think it makes sense to partner up with Nintendo because the game has more of a Breath of the Wild style. Nintendo has a pretty light year, so maybe they want to get behind this game more. What if Link shows up in this game? I could see it happen. But yeah, Gods of the Wild or Monsters Odyssey will also be coming to the next-gen consoles alongside the PS4, Xbox One and PC. And of course Stadia, they already got a nice demo for it, I guess. And there was actually a date on the Stadia store, October 6th, according to a Reddit user, and that would be a Tuesday. So that is totally possible, but when we know more, I will of course let you know here. Like, it's the next big game from the creators of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so that already should be interesting. A like on the video would be super appreciated. And you can check out that big Ubisoft Forward predictions video by clicking on the screen. For now though, I will speak to you next time, and goodbye.